This is Fulcrum, and in this video I will be reviewing the A280. Manufactured by Blastech Industries, the A280 blaster rifle was the stock weapon for the Rebel Alliance soldiers during the Galactic Civil War. The blaster first appeared during the Battle of Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back. The blaster, like many Star Wars weapons, was modelled on a World War II weapon, the Sturmgewehr 44, a Nazi assault rifle. The A280 is the first blaster milestone for the assault class and requires 50 assault kills to unlock. The A280 is one of only 3 burst fire weapons in the game, giving it a relatively unique playstyle. The blaster fires 3-round bursts and deals 33 damage per shot up to 20 meters, and drops off to a minimum damage of 19 at 40 meters. This means it deals a maximum of 99 damage per burst, allowing it to 2 burst enemies with 150 health. The blaster has a burst fire rate of 600 rounds per minute, and a fire rate between bursts of 180 rounds per minute. By combining the fire rate and damage at all ranges, I was able to calculate the blaster's damage per second. Compared to the other blasters in the game, the A280's damage per second is fairly average, but slightly stronger in medium-range combat. The A280 is a very accurate blaster with little to no spread, and only a small amount of vertical recoil that sometimes pulls slightly towards the right or left on the final shot of each burst. Since the recoil recovery is so fast and the fire rate between bursts is so slow, there isn't really a need to control the minimal kickback, since the crosshairs always drop down to their resting position between shots, allowing the first shot of each burst to hit the exact same position. I found that if I did attempt to control the recoil during a burst, I would pull the crosshairs below their resting position after the final shot of each burst, due to the recoil recovery acting in the same direction as I was pulling. This meant that trying to control the recoil was actually detrimental to the weapon's accuracy. I found that the best way to compensate for the small amount of recoil was by not attempting to control it at all, but by aiming lower on the body, depending on the range of my target, allowing the final bolt of each burst to hit the enemy's head. This is particularly effective due to the damage model of the weapon. Since each burst deals a maximum of 99 damage, the headshot multiplier of 1.9 for the final shot allows you to 1 burst specialists and 2 burst heavies, when they would each take 2 or 3 bursts to kill. Hip firing is also very accurate, with its only accuracy penalty being a small increase in vertical recoil, meaning there is often no need to aim down sights. The recoil is somewhat noticeable at further ranges, and the final couple of shots may fire above the target. This can easily be dealt with by aiming lower, as I previously mentioned, or when you can afford to be static, crouching, which greatly reduces the weapon's recoil, allowing you to quite easily counter-snipe. The A280's 3 attachment milestones are dual zoom, improved cooling, and improved range. Dual zoom requires 50 A280 kills to unlock. This attachment allows you to toggle between the A280's standard magnification and a stronger magnification whilst zoomed in, by replacing the standard sight with a macroscope. This is a very situational ability and is only really useful at extreme ranges for improved precision and identifying targets. The attachment forces you to look through the weapon's scope when in third person. This covers up your health bar, making it difficult to tell how much damage you've taken during a firefight, and on a couple of occasions caused me to die as I was not aware my health was low and stayed out of cover. Overall, it is not a particularly useful attachment. Improved cooling requires 150 A280 kills to unlock. This attachment allows you to fire 2 more full bursts before the weapon overheats by attaching a power cell to the blaster's lower receiver. The attachment is fairly useful as it allows you to engage more enemies before worrying about cooling your weapon, but considering the blaster has a fast cooling speed and takes a high number of shots to overheat anyway, it is not particularly important to attach. Improved range requires 250 A280 kills. This attachment reduces the damage drop-off massively by extending the blaster's barrel, enhancing the bolts fired. This is the best attachment for the A280 as it increases the DPS at further ranges considerably, making it one of the best ranged weapons in the game. The 2 attachments I use with this gun are the extended barrel and a power cell to improve the range and cooling power of the weapon. To use the blaster most effectively, I advise limiting engagements to medium range by finding good positions around the edge or just outside objectives to quickly pick off enemies. This is because of the blaster's average DPS in close quarters combat, which will see other blasters such as the Blurg SE44C and CR2 beat you in head-on engagements. Run and gun in CQC is also fairly difficult with the A280 due to the low fire rate between bursts, which means poor accuracy is very punishing. I also found it difficult to strafe whilst maintaining accuracy due to the slow burst fire. The A280 is far from useless in CQC though, and if you make your shots count and hit the head, it can be very effective. However, if you're going for this playstyle, you would probably be better off using the CR2, which has higher DPS and is far easier to use due to having a much faster fire rate. I would like the gun to have some more horizontal recoil when hip firing, since hip firing is very effective at range. I would also like the blaster to not recover from recoil after each burst fully, so players do have to actually try to control it. I would also like to see more attachments to unlock for this gun, such as a range of scopes along with iron sights, one-time zoom and heat vision. I would also like to see an attachment that improves the muzzle velocity of the gun, since the burst fire makes it hard to hit moving targets, and improved muzzle velocity would mean you don't have to lead your shots so much. I also think attachments such as the iron shot should be standard for every weapon. Overall, the A280 is a very well balanced weapon with decent versatility that excels at medium to long range. It also comes with a fairly high skill curve as the burst fire is difficult to get used to. Fulcrum out.